Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. Let's just go ahead and jump right into All Stars. This is RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 5, Episode 3. I am so pissed. I am so pissed. Like, I had to rewatch the episode because when I watched it last night, my mind was blown and not in a good way. My mind was blown. I was like, did I watch the same challenge and runway that the judges watched? Like, did we see something different? Like, did they put up one episode but really judging another episode? Like, I didn't get it. Like, the judging was off. To me, all wrong. Rigomaris. And I don't even know who they rigging it for. Like, what is going on? It's no way Mariah should have went home. It's no way Jujubee of all the contestants should have won this challenge. But let's get right into it. I got some things to say this week. And I hope I don't talk too long because the episode number 1 was boring. The challenge was boring. The runway was lackluster. So it ain't no oohs and ahs. No yes ma'ams. Anyway, the first thing I want to say is episode 1, they sent the drama of the season home. They sent a good portion of the storyline of the season home. Yes, a lot of people can't stand Derek Barry. I ain't no true Derek Barry fan. But when I saw that Derek Barry was going to be in the cast, I said, here comes the entertainment. Not that he's so entertaining, but we don't just watch RuPaul for the challenges. I mean, Drag Race for the challenges. We watch for a little bit of drama, a little bit of shade, a little bit of tea, a little bit of reads. And episode 1 gave me all of that. All of that. And it was a true beef between Derek and India. Now, I will agree if it would go on like through episode 4, 5, 6, 7, I'll be like, okay, I'm tired of Derek and India. But I feel like that beef, true beef with Derek is messy enough where he could have found a way to get some beef with some others. It didn't just have to be with India. Like, it's just not blah. Because I just can't get into... I can't get into this Cracker and Alexis Mateo. I can't get into this Miss Cracker is the villain. I don't want to get into Miss Cracker. I'm thinking too much. I'm overproducing. People don't understand me. That shit is boring. I need some reads like, come on, Grandma Barbie. That kind of shit. I need that. I need that. And I'm not getting it. They should have sent Mayhem home first and kept Derek. And I don't understand why Mayhem is constantly safe when she isn't doing anything. Rue, you're giving her a false sense of confidence when Mayhem is not giving anything. She ain't give nothing. Last week she was in love with Mr. Rogers. And this week I feel like it should have been Mayhem and Blair's lipsticks, period. But we gonna get there. What's number 2 I gotta say? I already said it. I'm just not here. It's overly produced. This, Alexis want to know why you said what you said to Angina last week. That wasn't right. I'm like, didn't Cracker apologize last week? Why are we still talking about this? And Angina is gone and the bitch quit. So she deserves some stuff to say. And if I was Derek Barry, I would be pissed. On a level 20 pissed. 1, I agree with Derek. Angina should have been in the bottom. Her lipstick should have been a choice week 1, period. I personally would have sent Mayhem home. But Derek, you still suck too. Don't get it twisted. But I would be pissed if I would go home and then the next week a bitch quits. Like, you could have quit week 1 and gave me another opportunity. But moving on, Because Angina voted for herself. Everyone now is gagging over Alyssa. Like, I can't believe the assassin was was Alyssa Edwards. You beat Alyssa Edwards. And I'm like, bitch, are we not watching the same show? Clearly, Alyssa threw that to Shay. We've all seen Alyssa lip sync the house down. She is the dancing queen. I ain't saying she the best dancer, but we know Alyssa dances down. Alyssa did not give 25% to that lip sync. So just be happy with your $20,000, Shay. Now let's get on to this challenge. One, the challenge is boring. The setup of the challenge is stupid. It was better last season when they had to create clubs. At least that was exciting. You're creating a hotel experience. To me, you're creating an experience that, depending on the person who is the judge, completely turn, like, what I like and what Michelle Visage like could be two totally different things. So now you're discounting someone's performance based on a hotel experience. At least a club, that's a party. Everyone likes a party. We know what's a good party and what's not a good party. And then you want it to be funny. Just stupid. Like, I'm gonna say this real quick because I'm already 6 minutes in and I'm halfway through everything I gotta say. It's this new show called Legendary on HBO Max, where it's a ballroom competition. And I love RuPaul's Drag Race because it introduced me to a culture that I did not saying I didn't have access to it, because I guess anybody could go, but I just didn't have access to it. A lot of this I didn't really know existed until it's getting a lot of mainstream exposure, opening our eyes to different things. And I fell in love with Drag Race because I feel like it's my personality. Like, yeah, I was born a woman, but this is me. Like, what we doing on Drag Race is me. It's my personality. So I love the show. And then when I got introduced to the ballroom, I think the first time I really saw what ballroom was about was that reality show on Vice, In My House or My House. I said, oh. And then, of course, you know, Pose, which is scripted, but I was like, oh, this shit is turning. So now on HBO, when they have Legendary, and I see the shit and it's not just drag queens, it's trans. I ain't gonna get into all the labels because I'm gonna fuck it up, but anybody could be in the ballroom culture, and what they're doing is it's gonna shut RuPaul's Drag Race down. As I don't know who said it, but as they say in the culture, step your pussy up, Ru. This shit is becoming boring. It's becoming boring, and this ballroom show is turning. And you gotta give some more. This shit is becoming boring. Maybe you ran your course. But anyway, so first we have Shay, Cracker, and Mariah. They have the Golden Girl Palace. Now, to me, that was the best concept. It was the only group that had a true theme and concept. Michelle Visage talking about where were the jokes. They were the only team to me that made me chuckle. Cracker was hilarious as Rose. And to me, Mariah was the winner. She was playing Blanche Devereaux down. She had that southern accent. She was being a little bit of slutty. Now, yes, she could have turned it up and be a true whore, but I felt like she was still playing her role. Now, Shay, no shade. Maybe she was playing a little bit more Rose instead of, is it Rose? Not Rose, but Sophia instead of Dorothy. But the way they read Shay down, the way they read that team down was unnecessary. To me, they were the only ones that were funny. They were the only ones that had a concept. Their room was the only ones that looked like a true hotel room that you would actually stay in. Everyone else looked like some bullshit. But let's move on. Now we go into they call themselves the Glamour Zone. That's Juju, Alexis, and Jada. All they did the whole time was eat bananas and go, grr, grr. I'm like, bitch, that's what y'all like? Judges, that's what y'all like? Grr. And all Juju was the winner of the challenge. I'm skipping all over the place. But Juju was the winner of the challenge, and all Juju's joke was, and my grandmother made this chair with her bare hands, and she made this chair. And then Michelle tried to throw her a joke, talking about, well, did your grandmother make this bed? And she was like, yes. And I'm like, that's all Juju gave. Her grandmother made it? That's what you all like, judges? That's what you all like? Now, in the beginning, India did look a little bit scared, but to me, India was the only one in that group cracking jokes. Because when Juju sat in that chair talking, and my grandmother made this chair and it wiggled, India was the only one, well, she might need to reinforce that bitch. Like, India was the only one throwing shade. Alexis was just giving facial expressions. And the stuff that was funny to me that Alexis did, like when that pop thing came off of that hairspray thing, to me, that was accidental, and she just recovered. She did not purposely intend for that to be a funny moment. I mean, and India was the only one with the golden shower. I'm like, and India was the one in the bottom. I disagree. I disagree. But in the bed was on the floor. Now, bitch, Michelle, you so rich, but you want to sleep on the floor. Okay. Okay. So next, as we're watching the show, I'm thinking like, okay, Juju, Alexis, India, y'all on the bottom. This some bullshit. But then they show us Blair and Glamour. It ain't even Mayhem. It's Glamour. And they in the 24 gold suite. I said, Glamour Zones, y'all need to go kiss their feet because they saved y'all from the bottom. That gold shit was some bullshit. Bullshit. I can't believe Ru had the nerve to say, you all had my favorite room. I'm like, Ru, are you in a throuple with Mayhem? Is she coming over having some fun with you and your husband? I know that's slanderous to say, allegedly. But I can't understand for the life of me why Mayhem ass is safe. Or Blair. At least Blair did good the past 2 weeks. But all they did the entire time, everything was rich. The Kardashians are here. Even Rob. Can you name all the Jackson 5? Nothing that they said in that 24 gold suite was funny. It did not look like a hotel suite at all. All they did was pick everything that was gold out of the group of furniture they could choose from and shove it in a room. What hotel suite have you ever been to where the bed is in the center of the room? And that's where y'all want to stay the most. That's where y'all want to stay the most. Everything, every joke they had, it was not funny. Period. Number one, point blank, over. It was not funny, but everything they said was, it was rich. Real rich. Daddy rich. I'm like, bitch, they did this whisper shit last season with Naomi. Because even Ross shouted it out with Studio 66. Or whatever the studio was. They did that whisper shit last season. I'm going to move on. I'm going to move on. Because that's not even it. Let's get to the runway. Because now I am starting to talk too much. It's 3-on-1 looks. Number one, Ru, you looked a fool. That dress was ugly. Period. First, we have Blair. Blair got a yes ma'am from me. At least Blair turned it on the runway. Blair had one of the best runways. She started off with a nice 50s pink dress. That was cute. And then she turned to a little 60s mod number. And you know that 60s mod dress is my favorite dress to wear. So I was like, yes, ma'am. Then she pulled that hat off and let that hair down. And at least Blair went from short sleeve, short dress to a jumpsuit with long sleeves. Like, she completely turned her final outfit, and Blair looked good. That jumpsuit was, yes, ma'am. All right, Blair. Mayhem about to get red. Michelle first. Bitch, Michelle. How the hell do you tell Mariah that taking off a coat does not make 3 reveals or an outfit reveal? Bitch, mayhem. Mayhem. I only saw 1 outfit reveal. She had on a coat. The coat, at least Mariah's coat, and I'm gonna give Mariah some praise when it's her turn. Mariah's coat was turned. That coat was bad. Banging, I want it. Mayhem had on an old dusty lame pink and black coat that was the exact same material as the peekaboo dress that was showing as she was walking down the runway. I thought that was her look. Then all she did was take off the coat to display the dress that you could already see with the coat on. And then all she did was zip off a skirt into a swimming suit. This top part right here never changed. Now, a lot of them did the same thing. I ain't mad at it. But Michelle, how is you fucking Mayhem too? I don't understand. Allegedly. I don't understand how you read Mariah, who looked good, down, and you did not even whisper, Mayhem, you know that was some bullshit. Now, the swimsuit, Dorothy Dandridge look with that little peekaboo hair and the swim cap, it was cute. Mayhem, that was cute. But share the reads, Michelle, because what Mayhem had on was an outfit and a half at best. At best. Moving on, Alexis Mateo had a circus theme. When she first came out in that tent looking thing, I was like, this cute. Where's Alexis going? Because I appreciated the theme, the concept. Ballerinas are not in the circus. Not in no circus I ever been to. Period. And then a little trapeze. It was a little Nina West. A little too colorful. A little bit, nah. I ain't like Alexis. India, I also want to read Michelle. Michelle talking about that wasn't no real 3 reveals because it was all the same material. Bitch, did you not see Mayhem? Not only was it all the same material, it was all the same dress. All she did was peel off layers of clothing. At least India's shit looked good. India came out looking good, number 1, in her little ball gown dress. Then she took the skirt off, flipped it, and it was a jumpsuit. Then she really had 4 looks. Because then she took the little shawl off, and it turned into a little off-the-shoulder cutout thing. And then she zipped the pants off and revealed the little leotard with the pussy belt. And that pussy... I love when they called it a pussy belt, but it looked good. India looked good. Period. Now, Juju, your winner, Juju should have lost the challenge for the runway alone. Alone. You talk about Party City discount rack. All the Juju looks look cheap. The wigs all look dry. She first came out as a witch, whatever. Then she turned into supposed to be slutty Mrs. Claus. If she wouldn't have had a Christmas gift in her hand and the outfit wasn't red and white, I wouldn't have got it. It would have went over my head. And not in a good way, but because it just didn't make sense way. And then she turned into an S&M bunny where all she did, Michelle, was zip off a skirt to expose a bodysuit, same as Mayhem, and put on a little lace bunny rabbit thing. And I know I might not be able to remember the queen and blame it on my 40-year-old brain, but I know somebody wore them bunny ears before. I want to say Dahlia Sin just last season. So, moving on. Get in the comments and let me know. Now, my girl, my bitch, the one who to me should have won this week's hands down, Mariah Balenciaga stepped on the stage in one of the baddest fur coats. But before we even see the coat, all I saw was that glitter hunter green lipstick. And that headpiece where all you could see was that glitter hunter green. I ain't never seen no glitter hunter green lipstick. Whew. I said, Mariah, I didn't even give a fuck what she was taking off to reveal after that. She stepped on the stage as the winner. Then she took that headpiece off, let that wig down, and she had on, it was a little simple black cocktail dress. I give you that, Michelle. It wasn't all that. But then she flipped it. And you saw all that beading. And it turned into a long velvet gown. And you saw that face. That face cannot be touched by anyone. That face could not be touched by anyone on that stage. And you want to send Mariah home? I'm pissed. I'm pissed. Now, Miss Cracker come out in this egg, and you didn't read Cracker for that? That wasn't even an outfit. That wasn't even a look. That was a clear, I'm about to make a reveal walking down the stage. But whatever, Cracker wasn't in the bottom. Now, her second look after she came out the egg, that elegant gown, that was cute. But once she flipped that off and that off-colored tights and the gold little capey thing in the back, I was like, no, ma'am. Now, Shay, I'm going to say something nice before I say something mean. Shay's makeup and wig was on point. But that cocoon thing, it wasn't a good week for Shay. I will say that. She did not deserve to be in the bottom 3. But I was not feeling that cocoon thing. I was not feeling that pink twirly skirt thing. And I agree, Shay, you did not really have a reveal, because once you took all that off, we could see the wings the entire time. We knew you was about to flap some wings. Look number 3 was bad. Now, if it would have been a wings, come out with your wings challenge, and you would have came out as that mouthy thing, okay. I just wasn't feeling it. But you look good. She looked good. Now, the judges give their critiques. I ain't going to go through it because I disagree with everything. Everything the judges said this week. 1, Juju wins. I already said it. I can't believe it. Moving on. 2, the bottom 3 was Shay, Mariah, and India. And Blair and Mayhem had their favorite room. But Juju had the best performance. I ain't see it. I didn't even think Juju had the best performance in her group. Period. But Juju had the best performance. Okay. Okay. I feel like it was like, let's just put names out the hat. Juju wins. Like, I didn't get it, but moving on. They get in the back and they trying to decide who should go home. Everyone is all over the place. India has an emotional moment where, like, I've been doing this for 8 years and I finally get to show who India is. I'm like, I feel you, India girl. I feel you. But it's a game. If it was me, only because of that run, to me, Mariah and India has some of the best runways. I don't understand how they're in the bottom. I just don't. And you can't send Shay home. You just can't send home Shay. Because I was getting ready to not watch no more. I said because they showed how Mayhem and Alexis voted for Shay. Like, the voting was all over the place. I would like to know next week who did. I didn't watch Untucked. Maybe they revealed it in Untucked. I don't know. I would like to know, who did Juju vote for? I bet you Juju ass voted for Shay. I didn't like how, and I don't have anything against Mayhem Miller. Like, nothing against Mayhem. I wasn't a fan of Mayhem on her season, and I'm just not a fan of Mayhem on this season. I think Mayhem may be a great queen who does brilliant shows. I hear all the praise of Mayhem all over social media and how she's the queen who is booked in LA. Great. I don't see, I don't live in LA. I don't know what Mayhem doing, but I don't see it as, I don't think she's a competition queen. I'm going to say it like that. I don't see it for Mayhem, and I don't like how Mayhem confidently voted for Shay like she was the shit. It pissed me off. But moving on, the lip sync assassin is Monet X Change. And what pissed me off, number 2 about Juju. The song was Juice by Lizzo. That is my jam. It ain't my fault. I can't sing. But Juice, that's my theme song. That's my theme song. I love that song. The bitch Juju did not even know the words, which to me signals that Juju knew she didn't deserve to win this challenge because she didn't even learn to lip sync. Juju did not even know the words to the song. I was pissed. I'm like, this who wins the challenge, Rue? The girl who doesn't even know the words. Now, Monet, yes, Monet is a lip sync assassin. Monet will get up there and she will do her camp thing. She will do her hip hop thing. She will dance. And Monet knows the words and she will lip sync you down. Yes, I like Monet X Change. Since Monet wins, Mariah goes home. The group voted for Mariah, and I can't believe they voted for Mariah over India. I guess they felt like, well, at least India won week 1. Which you already know what I had to say about that. So, anyway, we going to move on to next week. We going to see what Rue going to throw us a curveball next week. I can't believe that next week isn't even the Snatch Game. Like, what, we going to have a Snatch Game with 5 girls? Or are we not just going to do it? Rue know that's what we looking forward to. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it no more. I done got upset and I watched this crap twice because I had to watch it 2 times because I wanted to go back and look to see if I missed something. But no, I ain't missed nothing. I don't know what the judges were watching. But anyway, get in the comments. Let me know what y'all thought about this week's episode. And like, comment, share, all that good stuff. And I'll see y'all next week. We can talk about it again. I'm going to be pissed Mariah gone. But talk to y'all later. Bye.